Ooh. Welcome, race fans from around the globe. Here they come, out of turn 4, to the white flag, and it's 1 to go. Good evening, race fans, and welcome to 1 to Go Studios coverage of the 2021 Spring and Summer Light Speed Racing League, the Xfinity Series, presented by Grid Finder, Wilder Graphics, The Butt Kicker, Tim Speed Shops, and Track Time Entertainment. Tonight, we bring you coverage of Round 5 live from Phoenix Raceway in Avondale, Arizona. I'm Harold Darner, and thank you for tuning in tonight. Guys are currently out on the track qualifying, 5 minutes of qualification, followed by 128 laps at this 1 mile oval raceway in the desert. So as these guys are continuing to practice, or actually qualify now, we're looking at the LSRL Xfinity Series Butt Kicker 128, Phoenix Raceway, Avondale, Arizona. As we see on the screen, today's weather. The Butt Kicker 128 presented by Lottie'sTravelWorld.com. If you're looking for a vacation, staycation, anything you're looking to do to get out the house, check out Lottie'sTravelWorld.com and they'll help you out. Skies are partly cloudy. Air temp 78, 112 degrees on the track, 55% humidity, and the wind is slightly coming out of the north at 2 miles an hour. Hot track temperature, gonna cause issues with these guys with their cohesion. The tires to the track, see a lot of sliding around on these Xfinity cars as we start to go racing. We're seeing those fastest laps are popping off on that upper right-hand corner scoreboard there. You hear the current best laps. Our Adam O'Brien currently on the leaderboard in the number 1 spot. Next, we just came off of Bristol here at Phoenix. Daytona next here for the Xfinity Series. Standings has Derek Garrison in the top position, followed by Rye Jones, Christian Converse, Joseph Cossey, and Greg Holt in the top 5. Last week's winner was Christian Converse, making it 2 in a row. Does somebody here have the ability to knock Converse off of the podium? 1 mile racetrack here at Phoenix. Tonight's pole award will be presented by Sweatless. Sweatless features a line of products like no other in the athletic wear industry. Dry technology has solved the problem of sweat, odor, bacteria, and stains. Train more, sweat less. Right back here at Phoenix as we're continuing to look at qualification. We are using the Phoenix track with the closed dog leg. There will be cones, caught the cones and cause a problem. So drivers will have to stay on the right side of the cones or get issued a cutting the course penalty. So watching out through that. Tonight's grid will be presented by the Grid Finder. Grid Finder, find your place on the grid. Grid Finder is home of online racing communities. Browse hundreds of leagues racing on all gaming platforms across every racing sim. Every day of the week, across the globe, browse through over 1,000 leagues racing on iRacing instead of Corsa and ACC, R Factor 2, F1 2020, and more. Looking for a commentator or a streamer for your racing broadcast or a designer for your next livery? Gridfinder has all this talent in one place. Do you run a sim league? Make sure you upload your community to Gridfinder so that more like minded sim racers can find you. It's quick, it's easy, and best of all, it's free. Check out Gridfinder and find your place on the grid. Qualifying is over, so let's check out the grid for tonight's event. Cameron Hearn is your pole sitter. Jimmy Weaver on his outside. Adam O'Brien on the inside of 2. Outside of him is Derek Garrison in the 1. Brandon Macy inside of row 3. Outside Michael Cooper in the 6th position. Aaron Hearn in the 91 in the 7th spot. 8th is Kevin Gunther. 9th spot, Landon Quisenberry. 10th, David Dunwoody. Pat O'Brien on the inside of 6. Outside him is Crev Lovell. Ira Kohlhaas is in the number 13 spot. And outside him is Taylor Klinker. Anthony Giuliano and Michael Steffen will be in row number 8. Row 9, Dylan Gones and Barry Knapp. Matthew Telder and Chris Kurek will be in row 10. Row 11, Patrick McVicker and Eric Casper. Row 12, Kevin Otis and Joe Murata. Hermie Sadler in row 13 with Leonard Frost on his outside. Andy Regani on the inside of 14. Outside of him is Anthony Ludi. Chris Rezanowski in the inside of 15, and the outside of him is Gary Wright. 9. That is the Gridfinder starting grid for Phoenix Raceway, Avondale, Arizona for the butt kicker, 120. Onto the grid here. Tonight we have a special tribute to you guys here. Kohlhaas is going to be pacing the league, and here we go. Tribute for the fallen Adam Kohlhaas for the United States military. Sim Speed Shop is presenting the first lap of this event as we're getting ready to go green. Cameron Hearn, what's the cap that? We'll show that here in a minute. We get ready to go green flag racing. And we're off the first lap of a 128 race here with Cameron Hearn in the commanding position right off starting lap number 1. Hearn with O'Brien and Jimmy Weaver right behind them, 2 by. As you see the rest of the field, Hearn continuing to pace the group off of the turn, the dogleg turn. O'Brien in that second spot with the 8 on his behind him, with number 1 of Derek Garrison up there with them as well. As you see, race leader Cameron Hearn getting off to one heck of a lead, half a second over the rest of the pack. Here we go. Hearn, O'Brien, Garrison, Weaver, Massey now your leaders. Stretching it out now is Hearn 8/10 in the lead. What we got brewing up, Hearn fastest lap. Woody there with Landon Quisenberry. Landon Quisenberry gets out of shape to the 59 and the 46. So Brian and Dunwoody there. No caution. We're continuing to march green. Looks like single file through most of the race. Completed lap 4 of 128, mostly single file all the way down through the entire circuit here. See them guys coming off of turn number 1 here. It was Indy roaring and shaking the camera here in the turn number 1 transition down to the dog leg. Hearn, your race leader by over a second over Adam O'Brien in that second spot in the 775. Really cool, Haas. Let's go, Ira. Good luck from Facebook with One to Go Studios. If you're on new with One to Go Studios or in the Light Speed Racing League, give us a shout out so we can call your drivers to the front. Working lap 7 of 128. Competition cautions tonight at 20 and 45. We have a break in the action. Tonight's pull award, Cameron Hearn. Put a cap on that. Pull award presented by Sweatless. He'll be getting one of those Sweatless caps. Cameron Hearn, 28,174. The pull for Cameron Hearn. Hearn just continuing to pace the field here. We're under green, finishing 8 of 128. 20 is that competition yellow you're looking at. And Sim Speed Shops was presenter of the first lap here as we're looking at Cameron Hearn. Sim Speed Shops specializes in custom sim racing hardware. Sim Speed Shops manufactures sim racing hardware utilizing the best components available, as well as mixing real-life racing components when available. Customize your hardware and rig today. Visit www.simspeedshop.com today. We're continuing to march down through here. 10 laps done. Get to the stripe here. Backstretch with the 15. Look for some more action on the raceway. For the 669 group here in the back. Blinker and the 69 of Michael Steffen and Lansing Quisenberry is in there with them. The group here, Ira Kohlhaas moving up in behind would be Patrick O'Brien. David Dunwoody just in front of them with Anthony Giuliano right behind them as well. Joe Morano still under green flag there. Joe. Leonard Frost catching up there with Casper. Tommy Sadler just making a pass on Otis, and Sadler number 9 machine right there. Michael Cooper, he's mounting a challenge on the Beaver and Michael Cooper there. 11. Brandon Massey at 65. Not in his normal colors. He was in the old Shed 65 today. We're working lap 13 of 128. Race leader Cameron Hearn out to a 2.2 second lead over the rest of the field. You see the difference there as Hearn enters turn number 3. Just now entering is the second place car of Adam O'Brien. 2.5 seconds behind him there. We're here with Cameron Hearn. Cameron Hearn. Got wide open spaces here, almost 3 seconds ahead of everyone. You see the cones I was talking about earlier on that inside line. You see how nice and calm Cameron is in his VR headset, taking through lap 16 as you hear him downshifting coming off through. And let Phoenix say tri-oval as we're talking through here, entering turn number 1. Whoa, that car way down. Tightest corner on the track. You hear the car hurting. It's back up into the corner here, turn number 2. Back up onto the raceway for turn number 3 here. This is where he was downshifting, but a long sweeping turn here. Current configuration of your car, yellow 17. What happened there? We play here with the 17 car. This will be our competition caution. Try to see what we see here. Ooh, 31 in the back of the 10, and that might have made the 10 make contact with the 17, and that damage there for Anthony, 17 machine. Back to the front here. We are going to try give something away here. All right, we're going to draw 4 based on starting positions, and it cannot go to an admin. It's an LSRL hat. Number 11. Starting position 11 today was Pat O'Brien. Pat O'Brien in the number 59 will win. That was your tonight's giveaway, Pat O'Brien. Get that LSRL hat. All right, so this will be competition yellow. Race controls, had to throw it out for a stalled car. Raceway. Summary. Track time entertainment. Your leader now is Derek Garrison. Did not pit, as well as David Dunwoody. 29 drivers took the green flag today, with Cameron Hearn being the fastest, 28,274. That was provided to you by Track Time Entertainment. Track Time Entertainment is located in Texas and builds custom driving simulators with a personal touch. Rigs are fully customizable with color options and utilize 80/20 U.S. extruded aluminum. These rigs offer a wide range of adjustability, as well as different options for wheels, shifters, and keyboards. Possibilities are endless. You can dream it. Track Time Entertainment can build it for you. Track Time Entertainment race recap for caution number 1. See what the pace car looks like. He has turned those lights off. He has. Riding with Derek Garrison here. We'll be back to green flag racing. Next caution is at 45 tonight. Our field coming off into turn number 3 here to watch the pace car get off the track here. Up they go. Garrison off to a good start, followed by Dunwoody, but Hearn is on the inside, takes it quickly from Dunwoody. Your race leader currently Derek Garrison in the number 1 machine. At 15, who had almost a 2-second lead on the field as he just drives it right underneath that number 1 machine. Fresh tires for that number 15 as Jimmy Weaver comes into the picture. Another car with fresh rubber. The 3rd spot. You see now Cameron Hearn starting to march away from the field at 3/10. For different stuff going on. Oh, around Couric. Let's see what happened with Couric. Looking at the replay here to see what happened. It looked like there was smoke in front. Not sure who that was, but it looked like Massey was involved. And he gets turned by the 6 car. There's Brandon Massey inside of the 91 of Aaron Hearn. But Dylan Gone is behind. Oh, man, Aaron coming off the corner. Ouch. Well, Brandon Massey has a little pretty hard contact there. So is the 24 on that number 6 machine. Caution is out for 2nd time today. All right, so we're under caution. We saw that. We got some time here. So let's hear from one of our sponsors, Wilder Graphics. Take a ride on the wild side. All right, that was Wilder Graphics, provides the best iRacing paints and liveries around. Check them out today on Facebook and take a ride on the wild side. Trevor Hearn came down the pit road here and is in pit lane. Everyone else stayed out. So we're here trying to see what they were doing on pit lane here. Looks like he took fuel, or if he took tires. Definitely did take fuel. Cameron Hearn back to the 25th position, giving the race lead back giving the lead to Jimmy Weaver, Adam O'Brien on his outside. Both of those guys sitting on 7-lap tires, with Derek Garrison on 26 laps, while David Dunwoody further back at 9th. Racing incident between the 91 and 65 calls race control. We're working lap 27 now. 40 will be our caution. 45, sorry. 45 will be our. Lights are up on the pace car, so we'll get back to green flag racing with 27 laps in the book, so we'll have 101 remaining. So, his car is in the pits now. 8 fires off. Like he went and did not go, but he is away. The 8 with the 775 on his outside. 775 has the outside line coming out of the backstretch. Give the new lead to the 775, Adam O'Brien, new race leader. With Derek Garrison in that number 1 machine, those tires fighting to keep the 4th spot. Ira Kohlhaas now in the top 5 in that 29 machine. Number 27 Agona is underneath that 29 machine right there. Looks like Ira's back to the 6th spot. Ira is moving up. Out there by Ira tonight. Jimmy Weaver looking to catch up to that 775. 211 of Mr. Cooper. In that 3rd spot is Garrison getting sandwiched between Ira Kohlhaas and Gones as Ira hits the outside retaining wall. That's going to hurt. So the 775, the 8, and the 211 we need to pace our field ahead. 30 laps of 128 being worked upon tonight. Just looking to see what Weaver and O'Brien are going to do in front of him. We've completed yet another lap 30 here. Is Weaver looking to take that inside line? It looks like he wasn't quite able to get there, or he backed out. 75 has the back stretch here. Turn 3. Or let's try to find some more action. Derek Garrison under attack by that 669 of Michael Steffen. Elder, that number 2 machine, as well as Hermie Sadler now in the picture with our pole sitter Cameron Hearn pushing hard under Hermie right there. They're all working around Garrison, and there's Leonard Frost working his way up here. Hearn underneath the inside of Sadler for looks like the number 12th position. Or 12th now for Cameron Hearn, as he's pretty much halfway moved with the 13 positions, a couple laps. Adam O'Brien continues to lead the way here. 5-8 and 2-1-1 here. DuPont has had better days. Car is pretty much single files. Touch the wall there. But if you're out there watching, we want to hear from you. Let us know who your favorite driver is. We'll give him a push up to the front of the field here, as we have Adam O'Brien in the race lead. You can see you. The streams tell me how many people are out there, so I've got viewers. Talk to me. Where are you from? Who are you rooting for? This is your stream too. This is a interactive show here at One to Go Studios for Lightspeed Racing League. This is Adam O'Brien, your race leader, currently at a 6/10 lead over Jimmy Weaver and the 2:11 of Michael Cooper. All right, well, and then Bushbacker in the house say he wished he could have raced tonight. Evan, we definitely would like to have seen you out there in that 20 machine. But hopefully you can stay tuned and watch us to see what's going on tonight, fellow drivers. 36 laps of 128 as we see Adam O'Brien continue to work to the front of the field, 36 laps down. A good time for us to go through the field before we get to lap 45. So there's Adam O'Brien, race leader. Jimmy Weaver in that 8 car, he's in second spot. Michael Cooper in the 2:11 machine is in third. Jonas in the 4th spot in the 27 ride. Adam O'Brien at 59, he's in 5th. Landon Quisenberry in that number 75 Pringles machine is in 6th. Kevin Gunther holding 7th, 23. Cameron Hearn now trying to take that away. He's in 8th, moving now to the 7th spot in that 15 machine and pole sitter for today. Taylor Klinker in that 10 machine is in 9th spot. Michael Steffen in the 669 is in 10th spot. Ira Kohlhaas in the 29 Pepsi Real Sugar machine, 11th. Matthew Tilder is in 12th. Leonard Frost at 11 machine, he's holding the 13th spot. 14th is Joe Murata. 15th, Hermie Sadler. Anthony Giuliano in that 17 machine is in 16th spot. Aaron Hearn, that front clip off, is in the 17th spot in the 91. Anthony Ludi, that 25 machine, is in 18th. Eric Garrison, number 1 machine, is in 19th spot. David Dunwoody in that 46 ride. Big Jim Cookies is in the 20th spot. 21, Barry Knapp. Barry Knapp is in 32. He's in 21st. Pat McVicker in the 6th, the Blue Angels livery tonight, in the 22nd spot. 23rd is Eric Casper, the Grant machine, 88. 24th is the number 13 of Adam Berganti from Sandit Racing. Christopher Couric without that front clip in the DuPont 24. Brandon Massey in his old shed 65 in the 26th spot, a lap down. Kevin Curtis in the Dr. Pepper 69 machine. It's 2 laps down in 27th. 28th is Craig Lovell, down 6 laps. 31 machine in 28th. And Gary Wright looks like he's out in the trailer then for the evening. So that was a run through your field. 9. Adam O'Brien continues to lead the event. High above the spotter stand, looking at 775 with the 8 and the 211 behind him. 42 laps of 128. Ed O'Brien's, and let's go O'Brien boys. Proud Papa here in Pottstown, Pennsylvania. Watching those guys, they've been doing a lot of winning on the dirt and the little cart in the go-kart system. The Adam O'Brien and Pat O'Brien have been in life racing, IRL in real life racing. Congratulations to them on their go-kart wins for this week. As the 775, Adam O'Brien continues to lead the way here as we finish lap number 43, with 45 will be our competition caution. Joe and Anthony together, you see a heavy damage in the back of that 5 machine. Back up here to Jimmy Weaver. The O'Brien, Weaver, Cooper. Cooper looking on the inside of Weaver, going into turn number 1. 8 edges him out just by a hair, able to get the better off. Run down number 2. As 8 and 211 continue to do battle. As we're going to finish lap 45, and the competition caution should be coming out on this time by. Caution flag flies for the competition caution here at Phoenix. You see the flag man there working hard as he can to get everybody to know that we got the yellow flag out. Yellow flag out. We're going to go to nice race sponsor, the Butt Kicker.
Butt Kicker. Feel what you've been missing. Get yours today at www.thebuttkicker.com and be sure to use promo code LSRL for 20% off.
All right, be sure to use that code LSRL at the Butt Kicker. Get yourself one of those butt kickers and feel what you've been missing. They're good for iRacing. They're good for movies. They're good for just about anything when you want to feel what's happening on the screen. Get you a butt kicker, LSRL, and put that in as a code, and you'll save 20%. A lot of money there. Everybody, it looks like they're down pit lane. Let's take a look over at pit lane. You see the 775, 8, 15, all looking for services. Wheels go up. Tonight, they were given 4 sets of tires in the pits, so they're going to have to manage those as we've completed lap 48. 128, 775 down, but the 8 gets off quicker. Right now we have race leader. It was Dylan Gonez. At this point, there's Dylan. Billy up to the front here. 350 Motorsports with a small showing tonight. Only Barry Knapp out there. Oh, you are represented by at least one driver with Barry out here tonight. 32 machine there. Currently in 18th spot as we finish our second and last competition caution. iRacing controlled flags only here on out. I had Dylan here. Dylan in his headset and his rig at home as he's currently leading this race. But let's provide an onboard camera. See him behind the pace car. The lights are out, so he will take us green flag racing. And we'll hang out here with Dylan for just a bit. You're going to see what it's going to look like in the real world versus what he's looking at in his racer. So the big part of your screen is the in-car camera in the game. Bottom right there is Dylan Gones in his home cockpit sitting in the garage next to his real-life ride. Jennifer Giuliano says, "Go Anthony Giuliano," out of the Lightspeed Racing League Facebook's page. Glad to see you there, Jennifer. Hi, Jones. Good luck to any racer that's not an admin. Anthony and Joseph and the other man's can go. Oh, no. I'm not sure about that ride. Caution is out. All right, gonna back out of here. Dylan Gones maintains the race lead, and we'll go back to the main screen here. We're under caution again here. Head over to one of our main sponsors here. All right, we're back, guys. Had a little bit of admin work there. Sorry about that. We'll get back to racing here. We'll be going back to flag racing here with Dylan Gones leading the event. All right, Gomez, your race leader. O'Brien on the outside. Hearn now up to the third spot inside of row two. Outside of him is Weaver, waiting for that pace car to off the racetrack and let these guys get back to green flag racing. 27 is off. Cameron Hearn now catching up to Dylan Gones. As you see Adam O'Brien in the 775 in the third spot. Caution. Oh. Number 10 of Taylor Clinker may be part of that. So we'll try to go back and check this out. Ooh, Builder and the 10 there make contact with each other. Caution is out again. All right, so yellow out for contact. One is maintains the lead with Hearn right behind him. Let's check out the top five. One is Hearn, O'Brien, Cooper, Jimmy Weaver for Buck Kicker 128. Finishing up lap 59. Looks like we'll have 60 laps down when we get back to green flag, just shy of the 64. We should be halfway through. Number 2 has been given the EOL there for that. All right, we're going to get ready to get back to green flag racing. Green flag, back to go we are. Hearn in pursuit of Dylan Gones. All right, Gonus still your race leader. Hearn behind him, but Adam O'Brien back behind him as well. The Hearn all over the back bumper of Gonus. Hearn underneath him there. He's trying to. As comes up the racetrack, gives Hearn that inside line. Still protecting the high line, still maintaining the lead is that 27 machine. $15 underneath that 27 car. The race leader Cameron Hearn with Adam O'Brien up to the second spot. As going back and forth with Jimmy Weaver now taking over the third spot. Mr. Cooper in a 211 car, and then Jimmy Weaver. As an attack by the 75 Landon Quisenberry. Working lap 65 of 128, cross flags out. Halfway done through this event. Turn off to 4/10 of the lead there. Next stretch here. Turn number one here. And the cars go, whoa, right up against the wall. Sparks flying. Hearn continues to lead this race, 67 of 128 now. The Hearn high head there in turn number 2. Coming out of the backstretch. .6 over Adam O'Brien. .69 laps down as we cross the stripe here. Hearn in the command, 0.6 over Adam O'Brien. .69 down, low smoke. We go into the pit lane. Still green, no caution out. Caution out now. Kevin Otis go down, but I'm here. Aaron Hearn. Check out what might have happened to Aaron Hearn. Hearn and Giuliano. 23 of Gunther. Here's we're looking at the replay to maybe what might have happened there. 91 turning the 17 to 23, turning him back into the 17. We'll see what race control says on this one. .91 EOL for contact with the 17. Now pit lanes coming. And Hearn leading the field down pit lane to 775, stays out. Rest of the leaders coming down. 23 laps on these tires. Gonez staying out. Like pretty much everyone else coming down pit lane. Matthew Tilder staying out. So the top three currently, as we see them, are staying out on older tires. Right, so Dylan is in the second spot behind Adam O'Brien. Matthew Tilder. Cameron Hearn, the first car with the fresh set of Goodyear Eagles, back out on the raceway. About 55 laps remaining in the event as we get back to green flag racing. Take a look at our race recap by Track Time Entertainment. Race recap of the butt kicker 128. Adam O'Brien is currently your race leader. 6 cautions, 2 of them competition caution for 21 laps. 29 racers took the green flag, fastest car on the racetrack tonight. 28.274 was also the pole sitter. Cameron Hearn, 15 position. In a 15 car, sorry. Currently in the 4th spot. That was your Track Time Entertainment race recap. We're working lap number 73 of 120. Top 5 presented by Sim Speed Shop on the Butt Kicker 2. Feel what you've been missing. O'Brien, Gonez, Tilder, Hearn, and Michael Cooper. As we've completed 73 laps of 128. Well, pace car is off. 775 back to green flag racing we go. You see them off at the end of pit lane. You see them guys driving by here. File. Oh, 259s. Cautions. Oh, that pretty much happening. Tilder involved in that. Gotta back that up. 2 and the 59 made contact. We'll just see what race control calls on that one. Gonna back that up and maybe see a little bit better. Ray Tucker. Let's go, Ira Kohlhaas. He's cheering for you. Ira Kohlhaas there. Back to live action. 29 Real Sugar there. 21st position. . Current leader, 211 Cooper. Looks like the 775 has entered pit lane. Cameron Hearn will be front row as we take next green flag section. Only 78 laps worked here, so 50 laps to go as soon as we cross the line. Is going to be issued to EOL for contact with the number 2 car. .211 of Michael Cooper leading this event. Lights are still on our pace car. Wait for that to go away. We used to have 80 laps in ag racing. And 29 cars start the event. 4 look like they've already gone to the trailer. Tough night in the desert for some of these drivers. Like the lights are out on our pace car. Out of our race leaders, back of the pace car. He's off the raceway. All stacked up pretty hard behind that 211, and an 8 was almost pushing him to the start. The 211 of Cooper, race leader, 15, and Cameron Hearn up mid to high line, coming out of 1. Looking to dive to the cones. About a half a car length behind that 211 machine. He's got a rear view mirror full of the 15 cars. Jimmy Weaver's also there. Car lengths behind 15 car. 211 and the 15. Caution out. Replay here. Wow. Heavy contact all over the racetrack. Lots of cars involved in that one. But race control comes up with on that. .83 laps being worked on here. Waiting on the race control word. Cooper, Hearn, Weaver, Quisenberry, Frost. It did lap 83. Cooper is your leader. Hearn, Weaver, Quisenberry, Frost, Gunther, Telder, Stefan, Ludi, Giuliano in 10th. Caution given to the number 9 car. Contact coming off the dog leg is what it looked like as well. Still saying here. Your pole sitter, we're on board with Cameron Hearn. See him there in his it looks like Sherman Williams maybe in that polo. He is talking to his team, it looks like. His mouth moving just a little bit underneath that headset. Looking down and to the left, so he's probably looking at where that 211 is at. Can't pass the 211 until green. Well, he goes 9 at 211. 85 laps will be in the books here. I believe the lights will go out, and they do. $42 laps remaining. $42 laps remaining once we go green flag here. So keep an eye on that in there. We're back to green flag racing. Here, Cameron going through the gears there. Cooper got a heck of a jump. Quisenberry now up to the 3rd spot. Working that throttle off of turn number 3. Trying to get closer to that 211 machine. All right, so we're currently green flag racing. 90 laps down, 128, 38 laps left. Two 11, 15, going battle, top two position. Ninety-two laps down, 36 to go. Oh, car heavy in the wall. That looked like the number 8 of Jimmy Weaver. He's around, yellow out. Watching replay with the number 8 car of Jimmy Weaver. Hits the wall at the stripe and spins himself around and takes, Leonard Frost airborne by the 23. Wow. That looks like that's going to be the end of the night for the number 8 cars. We see smoke coming. Cooper and Hearn on pit lane. See the smoke being spewed there by the number 8 machine of Weaver. Long line of cars coming onto pit road. Looks like the Aaron Hearn ride of the 91 machine is trying to get his lap back. He'll be waiting around with one lap to go. There's Adam O'Brien out there, 18 laps on those tires. Good time to check back with one of our sponsors. Check out Wilder Graphics on Facebook. Take a ride on the wild side. You dream up your paint scheme, they'll put it on the car. Check out Anthony Giuliano and the guys at Wilder Graphics on Facebook.com. We're going to be going back to green flag racing here. Down goes the pace car, and here we go back to green flag racing. Out of the turn here, up against the wall. Hearn up there with O'Brien. O'Brien keeping the lead with Hearn all over the back deck, and the 211 of Cooper there as well. Hearn taking the high side all the way around. As we get to the strike, neck there. Looks like Hearn was given the lead as he comes through turns 1 and 2. The flag still out. Down the backstretch they go. The dog leg. 75 slight advantage going down to turn number 3. Brian gets to get on to the brakes. The 15, the better run off. 15, your new race leader. You see the 211 and now the number 1 of Derek Garrison back up into the mix. And Landon Quisenberry in the 75 also there. A little contact there between Cooper and the 775 of O'Brien. The 211 gets underneath there and it's the 775 up the track. A little bit of smoke coming off that car. 211 sliding as Derek Garrison now takes over the third spot from Adam O'Brien. Caution is out. Adam O'Brien was in there. This what might have caused this. Back a little bit further than that. 10 up underneath the 59. Right, 59 makes contact with the wall. Contact again and comes in front of the 10 car. Down he goes. We go back to front of the track here on live now. 103 laps. 128. Wait for the call from race control. Confirming the 59. Having an issue hitting the wall and overcorrecting to cause the spin, causing the pile up. Front straight. 103 laps being worked here of 128. Lights are still on the pace car. About 25 laps remaining in tonight's event when we get back to green flag racing. Jonas and Clinker. Dave far away. Looks like about 20 drivers remaining on the track right now. Our TTE race summary. Race recap there. Cameron Hearn leads the event. 10 cautions for 38 laps. Cameron Hearn remains the fastest car on the track. for TTE race recap. Check out our weather. Track temperature 70. It was 89 now. It's dropped down quite a bit from what it was earlier. The sun has set and continue to cool off here. 77 degrees in the air. Provided by Lottie'sTravelWorld.com. We're working lap 104. Let's check out our biggest movers. Booty and 25 machine. 21 positions moved up. 14 for Telder. Jeremy Sadler, currently in 15th, moved up 12 positions. $105 and 128 completed here. 23 laps remaining in the race as we start to back under green flag conditions here. Back off to 15. Off to a big jump there over Cooper. Cooper looking on the inside of Cameron Hearn. Backstretch side by side, turn number 3. Side by side, turn 3. Garrison right there with him. The top 3 all together, car length apart. 211 slides just a tad bit there. Giving Hearn a better position off the corner as Garrison looks to take over the second spot from Cooper now. Garrison underneath Cooper. $15, 211 in the 1. Top 3. Racetrack. We're 108, 128. Crossing the line here. 20 to go. Hearn continues to stretch his lead off 2/10 now. Brian Joe Murata here. At the 32 machine. Ira Kohlhaas. Cooper looking in to get in front of Hearn. They're a 10th apart. Crossing the line here will complete 110, 18 laps to go. Really saying he got meatballed, made too much damage on the car. His money is on Landon Quisenberry, who sits in the 4th spot. There's 1-2 here. Cameron Hearn and Michael Cooper. See the 75 there just entering the scene on the front stretch. At 112 of 128 now being worked upon here. We'll have 16 laps when they come back to the stripe here. Continuing to stay green. turn number 1 for all the cars here. Couple 2 wide, but mainly single file all the way through the track. Cooper underneath Hearn. Complete the pass. Cooper and Hearn. Cooper has the lead. Going into turn number 1, Hearn backs off. Crossover. 15 goes under 211 up the racetrack. Makes contact with the outer side retaining wall. Hearn just takes right off that crossover. 15-year race leader to complete 114 laps. Underneath that 11 of Leonard Frost coming around. Outside of turn 1 and number 2 there. 13 laps remaining here as we cross the stripe one more time. Quisenberry working in on Harrison, but has the 775 of Adam O'Brien take that spot away. The 75 slaps the wall there as Adam O'Brien takes over the 4th spot, looking underneath Derek Garrison for 3rd here. Take that from him as he's got like 8 lap better tires than the rest of the field does. We got them feel goods. Trying to move it up the raceway track here. Cameron Hearn and Michael Cooper trying to finish this race off before they get any pressure from Adam O'Brien. And that 775 has 8 lap pressure tires. Does he have enough left? Make up the gap here. 1.1 seconds between him and Cooper is 3/10 behind Hearn. Adam O'Brien just ticked off 3/10 right on that lap. Keep an eye on this race. It's getting interesting. Complete here and get 10 to go. To go here. Earn half a second lead over Cooper, who has a half a second lead over O'Brien. Battling for second here. O'Brien within 4/10 now. Eight laps left. Earn off to a 1-second lead, with Cooper and O'Brien doing battle for second. They come around lap car of Couric in that 24 ride. The 75 has caught the 211, but can he make the pass? Six laps to go as they cross the stripe here. We're on the back stretch. Looks like O'Brien can't get any closer than he's currently at. That 2/10 back, holding the 3rd spot. As Hearn has come back to the 211 as he was almost a second in the lead. Wondering what happened there to cause him to back up a little bit. If you're watching the 2nd and 3rd battle, First place position came back to them. Now they're all within a spot that they can actually challenge for the win. As we'll get 5 to go coming to the stripe here, coming off of 3 and 4. Hearn, Cooper, O'Brien. It's anyone's race at this time with 5 laps to go. Cooper in the middle of all this. 2/10 behind race leader. Right behind him, he's got a mirror full of the 775. Looks to try to go there and not going to be able to get that nose up underneath there. He's going to have to pull back and try again for the charge. As Cooper's looking, he's not going to make it either. Comes a little bit hard off of the turn at number 3. Down to 4 laps to go. The 211 going low. The 15 on the high side. 211 has the position. Hearn going high into the middle stretch, back stretch. The short shoot side by side in the turn 3 and 4. O'Brien just watching these two fight it out. Going off of turn 3. Looks like the 15 has the advantage. 15 in the 211. The 775 looking to follow the 15 now. 1-2 side by side. 3 laps to go. 211 with a slight advantage. The 775 following him. 211 not quite clear. The 15 has to come back down. Cost him a little bit of time there, as the 15 has the higher charge off of turn 3. 775 all over the back deck of the 211. He's on the outside. Whoop, almost contact there. Is a slide job right in front of the 775. Sticks are in there. 2 to go to the 15 car, as they have to get the lap car out of the way here for the 211 and the 775. We'll be getting 1 lap to go to Cameron Hearn coming off of turn 3 and 4 here. Race leader Cameron Hearn. He's on the back of that 59. A little bit of contact there. White flag, 1 to go. Contact again with the 59. Oh, hold on. Final lap, 1 to go, presented by 1 to Go Studios. There's that 15 car. Adam O'Brien down to the second spot. The 211 and the 15 side by side there. Looks like Cameron Hearn has a commanding lead, coming to the stripe for the last time. Here's the 15, the 775, and the 211. We completed our 128 laps here at Phoenix in Avondale, Arizona. So let's go through a rundown of your grid presented by Grid Finder. Find your place on the grid. Slide smoking there for the 15 car. Your race results. Buckinger 128, Cameron Hearn, your winner. Adam O'Brien in second, third, Cooper, fourth, Quisenberry, Steffen in fifth, Giuliano 6th, Ludi 7th, Dunwoody 8th, Gunther 9th, Bullhoss brings it home 10th. 11th is Hermie Sadler, 12th, Telder, Knapp 13th, Eric Casper 14th, 15th, Pat O'Brien, Christopher Couric 16th, Joe Murata in 17th, 18th, Eric Garrison, Frost in 19th, Dylan Gomez 20th, 21st was Taylor Clinker, 91 of Cameron Hearn was in 22nd, 23rd, Jimmy Weaver, 24th, Andy Brigani, 25th, Pat McVicker, Kevin Otis, 26th position, 69 car, Brandon Massey to 27th position, 28th, Craig Lovell, 29th, Gary Wright, 30th position, did not take the green, was Chris Brezenkowski. Newicek. Hope I'm getting that right, Chris. You're going to have to help me out with that sometime. That was your Grid Finders LSRL Xfinity Buckinger 128 final results at Phoenix, Avondale, Arizona. And let's hear from Sweatless before we get our drivers into the trailer. All right, getting back here, we're gonna try to get in with our drivers, finishers tonight. Moving right. Hey, Adam O'Brien, Harold Darner in the Wendigo Studios booth. Second place tonight in the 775 ride. How you doing?
I'm doing good. That was a fun race. I definitely had something for him at the end, challenging up from where we started in 12th after getting new tires. I was coming. I didn't have enough for Cameron at the end there.
I definitely saw you moving through the racetrack there, and one time Cameron was like a second and a half ahead, and then all of a sudden he was right there with you guys again. We didn't quite catch that on the raceway, but definitely a good showing for the Big Jim's Exodus 775 today.
Oh yeah, I'm very happy with how everything turned out with tonight, and the car was great. I love the way this track is. This is actually my first time ever racing on this track, so it was kind of a learning curve at first, but I think I figured it out towards the end.
All right, so who you want to thank before we let you get going here and get back to your team and after race stuff? We're going to Daytona next week.
Oh, sounds fun. But I got to thank Brian Sharp from Big Jim's Cookies. I got to thank Andy Dunwoody from Black Magic Racing. I got to thank Harold for Travel with an Angel. I got to thank Cole from Cole Hockey Performance and Kinetic Chassis. Ryan Bauer and the Beard Sim Racer. I also got to thank Colby Pierce on the media page. And plus, I got to thank my girl who now went to bed because she lets me stay up this late to play.
All right. Adam O'Brien, second place finisher tonight, the 775 Big Jim Cookies Exodus car. Good luck to you guys for next week, Daytona Super Speedway. Talking to you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, we'll do a little bit different with Cameron since we know we have our in car. So let's jump. Cameron, back with you, man. From fastest car, pole, fastest car during the race. What happened though? I saw you were like a second and a half in the lead, and then like backed up to them guys quick.
Yeah, I kept clipping the apron in 1 and 2. I was shifting and slowing the car down. I was actually slowing it too much and undercutting the corner, and you get on the apron here to shoot you right back up the track. So I kind of got my own head and started thinking too much about turning laps and really goofed it up. I think 2 laps in a row.
I said I thought it was just gonna be between the 775 and the 211 machine there at the and then all of a sudden it became a 3 car race. So, but you get another one of those race caps from Sweatless. I don't know if you got one of them yet, because one of these times you have to show us to us. We do have you in your in car still, looking in your VR headset. Last time you had the VR headset off by the time we talked to you.
Yeah, uh, I got to change the mics and stuff in Discord, and sometimes it doesn't do it right, so I can't hear anything. So I just decided to play it safe and just going back and looking at some of the racing that was going on tonight.
Okay, well, I said it kind of looks like he just had the helmet on. That's all. There he is.
I need to take it off. But no, it was a great battle. There was a lot of side by side racing tonight up front. I felt like, and I felt like throughout the run of the race, there's different people up front. So it was kind of cool to see. Then this tire strategy at the end when the pit, when not pit. I think one of the O'Brien guys, I think came in second. Adam, I think he had fresh tires, a couple laps fresher tires, and he was coming at the end. I was kind of glad to see the checker flag and not 5 laps later.
He had 8 laps fresher tires, and he was definitely working. I think he had a lot of work though when he was working around Cooper though.
Yeah, it's just hard to pass. Just like when he got the inside of me, like it's really hard to pass somebody when they're on the outside, especially with older tires.
He definitely had the better off, and it was a tough track. I mean, it did cool off throughout the night, so I'm sure she got a little grippier throughout the night. But the beginning, you guys did really good with green flag racing, and like that middle section just kind of started biting some people, and then yeah, we had some good running again. So let's put on a good show. We'll be going to the high speed, high bank, 3 wide Daytona Super Speedway next week, and you're shaking your head.
Yeah, yeah.
I know how you feel. I've been wrecked from first place in Daytona.
Yeah, there's no
There's nowhere to be
place safe.
safe.
Yeah, I've been in the backpack just just riding around and got caught up in a wreck, so I think it's interesting. It gives a lot of guys, a chance to win, which makes it fun, and it gives me an opportunity to kind of work with, like Aaron, for instance. Try to get him a win for the season. So just that's the good thing about it. Teamwork and where to be. One to go is where you're racing for. Kind of, want to be in position for the win. And I'm excited. It's fun, but honestly, it's a lot of riding around, just waiting for the 5 to go.
Yep, putting yourself in the position to be like in the first 3 rows, basically, in that 5 to go position, then start rattling cages and start looking for squeeze plays. But I don't know. It's like sometimes people look at this more as a game than a simulation, and that tends to work against them. Like, hey, we'll just reset the cars. Yeah, well, we don't get any resets in this league, right?
That's right. Yeah, no resets. If they do, it's a mistake.
So it's an issue. So we definitely congratulations to you. He said basically from the first spot ending in the first spot. So that was basically showed that you had the fastest car here at Phoenix. So definitely like to see what you can do with that Plan B sales car in Daytona next week. Before I let you go, I mean, let you go through the sponsors that you got up and down that thing.
Yeah, like you said, Plan B sales, a lot of graphics, one to go. You guys with broadcast. Look forward to watching it tomorrow. Maybe some of it tonight. No, it's 10:30. Probably tomorrow. So, just it. I think Aaron had some difficulty, but I think he ran top 10 the first half of the race, and so he's showing some speed. We just got to get some consistency going on, and just everybody showed up week in, week out. There's a lot of guys. Honestly, I thought there's maybe 4 or 5 guys tonight that could have won the race. And just up front, especially a lot of clean, hard racing. We had some 2 or 3 wide racing there at the end, and it was just awesome. And just to give a shout for those guys, and thank my wife. She's probably asleep right now, but she's probably hearing me talk and telling me to secretly be quiet. But uh, my dad, my mom watching, my couple coworkers watching. So just appreciate everybody tuning in, and I look forward to showing up next week and seeing how it goes at the big super speedway.
Yep. And before we let you go, man, you gotta let them fans know that this is an interactive show. We do talk to the people that type into
Yeah, I know. I tell my mom and dad to say something. Even my wife, she's like, "No, I'm not saying anything." So I was like, "No, it's like you can say something. Say something." So my dad has a setup. He has one of those smart TVs, and he just goes to YouTube and starts watching and stuff. So I don't know if he even has a Google account to even type something out, but we'll try to get him set up in some sort of a keyboard system.
That's why we're on YouTube, so we can use the smart TVs, and I know they're harder to type into, so
Yeah.
we'll be all right with that. So
Yeah.
all right, so race winner Cameron Hearn, first to first. So I don't was Converse here tonight. I don't think I saw him on.
No, he was pretty quick last week. So
I did not see him on the board at all. So he had 2 races back to back, and so he kind of wanting to see if he could go 3 with the Xfinity cars, but I guess he took the night off, and a couple other guys weren't able to make it. Bushbacker, he wasn't able to make it either. So there were a few guys that weren't here tonight.
yeah, for sure. A lot of there's a couple fast guys right there. So hopefully they show up Friday and next week. So look forward to having them back.
All right, as your race winner, Cameron Hearn, we'll let you get back to celebration, and we'll see you next week.
I appreciate it. See you next week.
Yep. Cameron Hearn. We'll go through a couple things clean up here. The race. This is your final grouping here. LSRL Xfinity race. Butt kicker 128. The biggest mover was Anthony Ludi, Hermie Sadler, Michael Steffen, I believe. Yeah, Michael Steffen. So 21 spots for Ludi. Really good night for him. Basically, he started the 7th, started in the 28th position, moved all the way up to 7th. Pretty good job there by Anthony Ludi. Shout out to him for that. Back over the results one last time. Top 10, Hearn, O'Brien, Cooper, Quisenberry, Steffen, Giuliano, Ludi, Dunwoody, Gunther, and Kohlhaas. Those are your results for the butt kicker 128. That earlier will be going to the high speed, high bank, high action race track of Daytona International Speedway in Daytona, Florida. Our next event, LSRL Xfinity drivers, be on the 28th of April, 1 week from now, 8:30. As you heard Cameron allude to, we will be back Friday with the Cup cars with the LSRL Wilder Graphics Cup Series right back here at Phoenix Raceway in Avondale. The Cup cars come out, a little bit bigger cars ready to move and do battle. Get to reset the track and do it again. Wendigo Studios will be presenting the ARCA cars for the North-South Racing League tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. Martinsville. ARCA's hit it at Martinsville. Paperclip. Check this out. Head us out at 9 o'clock tomorrow night. Be producing for the Dream Motorsports 99 for their late model series. That is on Sunday night at 9 o'clock. And Monday night, NSRL North-South Racing League Street Stocks. Back here on Wednesday night. Check us out when you get a chance. Jennifer Giuliano saying, way to go, Anthony, for the top 10. Well, yeah. Would be it for tonight. Before Light Speed Racing League Xfinity Series. Wendigo Studios. Harold Darner. Thank you so much for watching tonight's broadcast. We will see you at the next turn.
What an exciting race brought to you by Wendigo Studios. Here they come out of turn 4 to the white flag, and it's 1 to go. Thank you to all our sponsors, drivers, and viewers. We'll see you at the next turn.